Loyalty. Earn the right to wear the dragon doji.
Hey, what's going on, Turtle fans? Today we're going to take a trip to the early days of the Ninja Turtles, back during the original black and white Mirage Comics, Volume 1, and take a look at the first 7 villains the Turtles faced. Not everyone has read the original comics, so I thought it would be a fun video if you're curious of who came first and in what order, kinda how they were, and so on. And if you already read the original comics, it's a fun trip down memory lane looking at the start of these villains. Remember to hit subscribe if you're new to this channel and you like what you're seeing. All we talk about on here is new and old and upcoming Turtle stuff. But let's waste no more time and take a look at the first 7 villains the Turtles faced in the original comics. What people usually think of as the first Turtles villain is usually the Shredder, and yeah, he's in that first issue, but slap dab on that very first page of issue number 1, the Turtles face the purple dragons. Leonardo, in his narration on the first page of issue 1, explains the encounter as such. "My name is Leonardo. We made a wrong turn somewhere. Now we're caught, our backs to the wall, in this trash-strewn alley. Barring the way out are 15 members of the Purple Dragons, the toughest street gang on the east side. The only way they'll let us out of here is if we're dead." The Turtles fight with these guys, the dragons even pulling out knives and also shooting at the Turtles. Leonardo, towards the end of the altercation, says, "Yes, we can bleed, and so can you." And you see the dragons' knives falling away and some blood splatters. The cops show up moments later and the Turtles leave. I was debating lumping the Foot Clan with the Shredder on this list, but it felt better having them separate. The Foot in the Mirage Comics, even after Shredder's gone, still play such a large part in the story, so let's talk about them real quick in this first appearance. In issue 1, I think there's some pretty cool details to go over with this first encounter. So, the Turtles call out the Shredder. Shredder shows up, but before the Turtles get to face him, he calls on the Foot, saying, "Foot, join me." And then they climb up the side of the building and launch an attack on the Turtles. The fight, at least in terms of comic book pages, is short, but the Foot are described as being good, too good, but the Turtles are better. Although the Turtles are pretty cut up and bloody after the battle, Shredder says to the Turtles, "Those Foot were good men, my best, and that I see too that they have left their mark," as it shows the Turtles' wounds. Shredder, the TMNT's big bad. He also faces the Turtles in that first issue, as many know. So the Turtles have been raised their whole life with the goal to take down the Shredder as revenge for Hamato Yoshi's killing that happened in the past. Raphael delivers the message calling out Shredder, and that's where the Turtles ended up facing the Foot, how we just discussed. Now jump to the big battle of this issue 1 of the comics. Raph attacks him first, then Don, then Mikey, all fail. Leo, on the other hand, slashes up Shredder's torso pretty good in the exchange. Leo realizes though attacking him one-on-one is not working and calls on his team to use group tactics. They mess up Shredder pretty bad. His mask breaks off, Leonardo drives a sword through Shredder's midsection. This ends the fight with Leo then offering his sword to Shredder to perform seppuku. Shredder has other plans though and pulls out a thermite grenade to kill them all, but Donatello launches his bow at Shredder, knocking him off of the building with the grenade, and it explodes. Leo says, "It seems that the Shredder has been shredded." So in issue 2 of the original comics, Baxter Stockman holds the city ransom with mousers that are digging under many buildings in the city, compromising their structure, and with one command, he can have the mousers dig a little more and the buildings will collapse if he is not given what he wants. When the Turtles find out, they confront Baxter, but this is when he starts a program, a self-destruct program. Just before he is knocked out by Raphael, he describes the program as such. Now the mousers will follow a new program. They'll come back here and they won't stop eating until they've destroyed everything in this whole room, including you. The Turtles, now trapped in this room, try to come up with a plan. Don tells April he's familiar with computer systems and that since April helped program the mousers, maybe she can cancel the program. It is possible, but it takes time. The Mousers are already coming, so Leo comes up with a plan to blow up the tunnel where they're coming from to buy them some time. It works for a little bit, but the Mousers chew through the rubble, and the Turtles hold them off the best they can until they are eventually overrun, and the Turtles, along with April, who is still trying to get the program to shut down, are pinned with their backs against the wall. Just in the nick of time, the lights go out, and the attack stops, and Leonardo says, "I guess it worked." Now, the Turtles don't deal with any new villains for a couple issues after this. They run into the Foot again for a little bit, then they have an altercation with the Utroms, but it's more of a misunderstanding, and that gets them accidentally sent to another planet, and it's here where they face off with a new foe, very briefly though. So not until issue 5 do the Turtles deal with a fellow named General Blanque. They sort of deal with him indirectly. First they deal with his soldiers as the Turtles suddenly appear in this alley on this strange planet. They land in between the soldiers and the soldiers' target, the Fugitoid. So the Turtles mix it up with them briefly before they get away. General Blanque is after the Fugitoid to get some technology the Fugitoid has, a transmat device that they could use as a weapon. The Turtles just got caught up in the middle, and so now they're sort of a target also. General Blanque tells his soldiers to tear the city apart to find the Fugitoid, and eventually, the soldiers find the Turtles and the Fugitoid in a cantina, and they have a bit of a shootout with laser blasters. But as they shoot it out, a new enemy arrives, which kind of lets the Turtles get away from this situation with General Blanque and his soldiers, but now they face a new threat. The Triceratons storm in and take the Fugitoid and take him to their ship. The Turtles follow along and sneak up on board. This bleeds over into issue 6 of the original comics. The Turtles, now on the Triceratons' home world, get thrown into an arena to face an all-star team of 4 Triceratons. Raphael says he's gonna kill all of them himself, but Leonardo says, "No, not by yourself, Raphael. We're a team. And as a team, let's go kick some ass." Leo stabs one through the chest. Raph stabs another in the stomach. Donnie breaks his bow on one, but then stabs it with the broken end of the bow. And Mikey beats the last one in the head with one of his nunchuck. They're able to get up to the position to where the prime leader of the Triceraton is and use him as a shield to get out of there. But the Triceraton accidentally shoot and kill their prime leader, and the Turtles get surrounded. And just as they're going to be dealt with, they are suddenly transported by the Utroms back to Earth, where the Triceratons are dealt with swiftly by the Turtles and the Utroms. Now, the next villain the Turtles faced was in issue 8, Savanti Romero, this demon-looking creature. It all starts when Renette takes the Turtles on a trip back in time using the Time Scepter. The Turtles appear on this place on Earth before humans recorded time. They land near a castle ruled by Savanti. But what they don't know is Savanti has been after the Time Scepter for a long time and can feel its presence now that they're there. He and his men go after it, and Savanti blasts the Turtles with some type of magic blast and takes the scepter. The Turtles team up with Cerebus, another comic book character at the time, so it was like a crossover. And they convince some guys to siege the castle together with them. And so they do, and the Turtles and this new group attack. But what they don't know is that Savanti has buried the bodies of dead warriors around his castle for years, and with his magic resurrects them during the attack. So you get these zombie warrior things now, evening the odds on the battle. During the battle, the Turtles sneak in to where Savanti is. Savanti restrains them all using magic. He debates how he's going to kill them. He says cosmic flame, mystic dry rot, transmission into stone, and just as he's about to, Renette's boss shows up, Lord Simultaneous, and saves them all. He snaps his fingers, and blip, Savanti is gone. But that's it. That's the first 7 villains the Turtles faced in the original comics. Let me know down below, did I miss any? Also, do you want to hear about more villains from that original Volume 1? There were so many that were pretty good, like that giant leech guy, or those vampires, or those weird dudes in that freeway dimension. Let me know down below, and maybe one day we can go ahead and talk about those. Now, if you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you want more videos on the Green Machine. That's all we talk about on here, is new, old, and upcoming Turtle stuff. Also, remember to hit thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it, helps out the channel. Thanks everyone for watching. I will be back with another video. Take care.